So there are big questions here. The Emilokan effect, is it really valid based on President Bola Tinubu's perspectives on the APC politics? What were his roles in the merger that saw the emergence of the APC in 2014 and winning elections in 2015? You remember what the president said in Ogun State when he said the Emilokan under President Bola Tinubu on television wept. And thereafter, he came to the rescue, formed an alliance, and there was a merger, which saw President Muhammad Buhari winning after a fourth time of trying to be Nigeria's president. But that perhaps was disconstructed when Boss Mustapha, former secretary to the government of the Federation, was saying Buhari had always come up with 12 million votes, and there were only about 3 million votes that came from the merger, which gave Buhari the 50 million votes plus that he got in 2015. One of the close allies to former President Muhammad Buhari is Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, and he's here for us from our Kano studio to give some clarity into that statement and perhaps what exactly that means and for the politics of today. Thanks so much indeed for joining us. Give us an understanding of what you make of Boss Mustapha's statement from that yesterday's book launch.
Sheon, and good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, Nigerians. My senior brother, Boss Mustapha, certainly got it wrong because probably, I can't even remember where he was that time. If people can remember very well, my own face from 2001 to date, I'm one of Buhari's faces, people that have stood by and for him all through up to the time he finished the presidency. And moving forward to 2014, former governor of Ekiti State was the was the chairman of the convention committee, and each presidential candidate at that time, aspirants, Muhammad Buhari, I was Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, who was his representative on that committee, so I was his returning officer. There's Honorable Greg from Imo State, who represented Atiku Abubakar. There was Honorable Mai Angua, who represented late Samda Isaiah. I can't remember the person who represented Kwankwaso. Now, at that time, I can confess to you and to all Nigerians that, yes, it's true that we've all along come with the 12 million votes or even more for Muhammad Buhari. But did we ever win the election? Were we declared? In certain instances, 2011, we thought we won, but something happened, we were not declared. But officially, we were not declared. Buhari was not declared as the winner. Let me tell you that that time, Kano State, when Kwankwaso was the governor, his team was led by Ganduje. And in Jigawa, I remember very well, some members from Jigawa State, some from Kano, in most part of the northwestern part of this country, did not vote for Buhari at all. That was even how Kwankwaso became second. And I was one of the people whom Fashola, he's alive, you can ask him. Fashola gave me an aircraft to bring delegates from Jigawa and Kano State to help vote for Buhari. And it was Tinubu who rallied all the southwestern votes for Buhari, all of them. But I can confess to you, the northwestern part of this country, where Buhari came from, or comes from, did not vote for him all along. So Tinubu played great role in Muhammad Buhari's emergence as the candidate. Anybody who tells you that probably does not know history. And as I said, my senior brother, Boss Mustapha, certainly was not in that equation. And you see, unfortunately, there are so many of these Buhari converts whom were not with us, were not with Buhari. I don't want to mention names, but most of them who happened by accident or fate became what they became. And they're trying to deconstruct history. It is not true. Tinubu assisted, contributed, helped Muhammad Buhari to get the ticket, by extension also winning the election, because he followed us to campaign all over the country. And I don't want these kind of issues to be brought about between Buhari and Tinubu, because there are no issues. Buhari has said it. Tinubu has said it. So why whip these sentiments that are not there? So I'm confirming to you, and if anybody can challenge me that I was not the returning officer in Lagos, let him come out and speak to you to tell you that it's not the truth. And if anybody can also come and say, I have not been one of the people around Muhammad Buhari from the day he started. There is nothing in this country that we didn't go through. The traversities of intimidations and so on. And I went through referendum. I keep saying that. The only member who went through referendum, to be recalled, all because of my association with Muhammad Buhari. So where are all these people? Where were they when we were doing all these things? So Tinubu assisted, and Tinubu contributed in Buhari's emergence. So let's not talk about the 12 million votes, because the 12 million votes did not actualize to presidency. So we had to do the
Honorable Aliyu, so let's look at it. 2020, 2003, 2007, and 2011, Buhari failed to achieve his ambition of wanting to become president. Now, in 2015, Tinubu had an option of siding Atiku Abubakar, whom he supported in 2007 on the ACN ticket, to support him as a party flag bearer. He could have supported Inda Isaiah. He could have supported, was it Rochas or Korocha? He would have supported any of the 5 that ran on the platform of the new merged party at the time, APC. But he chose to support Muhammadu Buhari. And a lot of people thought that without Tinubu's support, maybe Atiku would have defeated Buhari to the ticket of the APC. Is that right?
Absolutely, it is completely correct. Let me even tell you, back in 2011, why, Oshibanjo was the person given to us as vice presidential candidate, but in the wisdom of our team, refused to take him, and we took Pastor Bakari. And that's why the merger didn't work out that time. And then we realized, our principal, Muhammad Buhari, realized and kept saying all the time that, look, we found out that we cannot go it all alone. And he has been in talks with Tinubu. We've visited Tinubu's Bodilon premises several times, just like he visited Buhari in Kaduna several times. We had meetings in my office. In my office in Abuja, Arek Beshola can be a witness, Payemi, Dere Alake, all of them. Be a witness in my office in Abuja when we're meeting to make sure we emerge. So anybody who comes to try to deconstruct the history that Tinubu did not contribute is not true. So please, let's even not take that statement as serious.
So Tinubu was right to say Emilokon in 2022 or 2023 when he said he had supported Buhari, and this is a time for him also to be on the ticket. But those who think that the implications of a Buhari support was not evident, the 12 million vote vanished in 2023, and those who question Buhari's loyalty or to repay loyalty to Tinubu in 2023, could there be could those people be right to have said Buhari worked against Tinubu? That those who are on the inside who said Buhari actually wanted Atiku to win at the time?
That is not true. It is true, totally untrue. And look, Nigeria is a third world country. If Muhammad Buhari did not want APC to win the election, he would have done several things to make sure that didn't work.
But where was the 12 million vote? Why did it vanish to? We didn't see the 12 million vote in 2023.
No, that's the voter apathy in Nigeria. It has nothing to do with Buhari. It has nothing, because a lot of people got disappointed in us, politicians. People came out, voted, and they didn't get what they wanted, so a lot of people didn't vote. That was just it. It is voter apathy among all Nigerians. It's got nothing to do with Muhammad Buhari, but I assure you, Muhammad Buhari supported 100% Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu also said so. So, you cannot stop people from biting, people from trying to bring trouble where there is none. We have a government run now. We are all running behind Tinubu to make sure he succeeds. Because if he succeeds, the country succeeds. These are, distractions that we don't need at this time.
But why are your folks and your friends in the CPC block of the APC, why are they abandoning the APC are moving to the ADC, and they are clearly coming out in the public to preach against Bola Tinubu and say they are angry about the way things are in the country. And there are those who are saying that the feelers are that you're getting a lot of negative vibes from the CPC bloc of the APC and indicating that Buhari may not be happy with Tinubu. What exactly is going on?
Well, see, this is subjective what you're saying, because, I mean, when you talk of CPC bloc, I contested governorship of CPC in Jigawa State. I'm one of the movers of CPC, and I'm with Bola Tinubu. There are a lot of us that are with Bola Tinubu, and you cannot also stop people not going up with Bola Tinubu. Just like when we did the merger, there were people who left and followed Atiku. So this is just it. And look, you know, it is not true. Most members of CPC, because we believe in our principal, Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari has issued statement. Muhammad Buhari is with Tinubu, so we are with Tinubu. So anybody who says we are not with Tinubu is not true, but there are some of us, which is true, who feel aggrieved, they don't want to be part of this government, and so be it. And you cannot have 100% followership. There are people who certainly will not do whatever you want to do at the time you want it to be done. So, I mean, that's their business, and we cannot stop them. But that does not mean we will not support Tinubu. And I'm sure Buhari, why don't you try to ask him? Buhari will support Tinubu to make sure Tinubu wins election 2027.
So I mean, we'll take another break, Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, and I'll get your concluding comments about what is going on in the APC, the emergence of the opposition platform, and the coalition force that we're seeing, and the implication for Bola Tinubu and the APC in 2027. We'll be right back after this break, everyone. Our closing moment with Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, who is a former member of the House of Reps and a chieftain of the APC. Are you worried, Honorable, about what has become a major storm, which the ADC is bringing, courtesy of the opposition coalition platform? That those who are challenging and say, those who are working with Tinubu, the cabinet members who are there, are they working, are they not? That they're going to chase Bola Tinubu back to Lagos in 2027. What are your views about the storm that is to come?
Well, we respect them. They are respected Nigerians who are part of us. Most of them, look at them, most of them were the same gang that we all came together in 2014 to form the party, and also, I mean, APC, to fight and make sure we dethroned Jonathan. So most of them, you know, so we respect them. We respect their opinion. But they don't scare us. We're not afraid of them. And remember, one day I told you that we'll put sand inside their gari as a party. Just the way they're trying to destabilize us, we will destabilize them. We'll make sure they don't rear their heads. We'll make sure we'll do everything possible for our party, our presidential candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to emerge. And when talking about the cabinet, you know, this is within the purview of Mr. President. Certainly, you cannot say all the members of the cabinet are not working. No matter what you say of Wike, no matter what you say of him, you know, he could speak the way people don't want, but you cannot say Wike has not done anything in 2 years. The Minister of Internal Affairs, you cannot say he's not doing anything. Before he became Minister of Internal Affairs, how were the airports, the immigration processes at the airport? What are the issues we had? Now we know that there is a Minister of Internal Affairs. There are other ministers too that have a lot to show, but certainly there are some that probably the president needs to look at how they operate.
Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, when you come back to Lagos, Abuja rather, please kindly come into the studio. There are a few more things that we need to discuss in what is happening, interesting politics in our nation. But thank you so much indeed, and I hope that the heat in the city of Kano will not burn your skin. But thank you so much indeed for your time tonight.
Thank you very much. Anytime you invite me, I'll be there. Thank you.
Please, sir. Thank you so much.